Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are reviewing a 2025 Chevy Colorado ZR2. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I would like to thank Jim Butler, Lynn Chevrolet in Lynn, Missouri for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Brian for all your vehicle needs. Powering this Chevy Colorado ZR2 is the 2.7 liter 4-cylinder Turbo Max engine, producing 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed transmission. Starting in the front here, you will see the Chevy flow tie here. It is cut out in the middle. We do have our camera right here, front-facing camera, LED headlights, fog lights, issue recovery hooks, and you'll see here your skid plates. We do have two 85/70 R17s, which are 33-inch all-terrain tires with a 17-inch wheel. These are Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs, so very good for off-roading. This also has a 2-inch lift from the factory. You can see it here from the side angle. Special to the ZR2 edition is the Multimatic DSSV suspension. Makes for a very smooth ride. On the hood here, you will see your Turbo Max emblems on both sides of this hood vent here. That is new for 2025. Black mirror caps, Colorado badging. Here's your blind spot monitoring, color matched door handles, rock rails all the way down the side here. Here's your fuel cap, capless, plastic fender flares along the back, ZR2 badging here. Our LED taillights with your reverse lights being halogen. They're not LED. Black bumper here, parking sensors across the back, Colorado badging, and another ZR2 badge. There's your camera. We have a damp tailgate with the mountain scene on the front there. That's all the Colorados have, the ruler on the back, and then this storage compartment, which is watertight, and it does have a drain plug also. Very handy. Kind of hard to close. You'll see here you do get power in the back, 120 volt house plug-in, no cargo lights, but you do get two tie-down hooks in each corner, top and bottom. This is bed lined as well with your Chevy emblem in the back. Ground clearance is at 10.7 inches, and you can see here we do have this cutout in the bumper, which will help with your approach angle. Let's get a look at the underbody here. See your skid plates. As you can see here, 2025 Colorado ZR2 Crew Cab in the Summit White, 2.7 liter Turbo Max engine, 8-speed automatic. The options on this, the base price is $49,600. This one has a technology package, the sunroof, and the $75 Turbo Max hood emblem, which brings your total MSRP for this in particular vehicle to $53,720. You'll see here also fuel economy, 17 city, 17 highway, 17 combined. Now let's check out the interior. Payload here, we're at 1,267 pounds. And I believe this tows around 6,000 pounds. Starting on the door, we do have hard plastic up top, cushioned armrests here in that gray and yellow stitching that we see in all the ZR2s from Chevy. You can see here, this is a compartment. I have my wallet in here, fits perfectly. And then we have a cup holder in the door as well. Coming through the cabin, we do have the circular air vents, along with the same gray and yellow trim here. Then we do have the digital camo, which you'll see in all the Chevy ZR2s. Bose sound system, This one has trailer brake control here, power seats. Kind of wish there was a ZR2 emblem in the headliner, but they are blank. Let's jump in. It's your startup sequence. Big fan of animations. Go ahead and start this thing up. So we do have the 11-inch gauge cluster here that has several different layouts. The Google Maps. It's kind of slow. There's more of a digital gauge readout. Here's your off-road style. Then here's kind of your normal layout. This is probably my favorite here. You can see all the information stays the same in the bottom. Steering wheel. Here's your cruise control. This does have adaptive cruise because we do have the technology package. And then we have a heated steering wheel as well as your phone controls on this side. Wipers pretty standard over here. Push start. Coming through the 11-inch infotainment screen here. Check out our cameras first. With the tech package, this will give you the surround cameras. You can toggle off your 360 to make it full screen. Rear camera there, front camera. Here's an eagle eye view from the front, back. Here's your side views for the front tires, back tires. And as I mentioned, you can toggle for your 360. It's all pretty nice. You can see here, there's a lot of options on this. There's a lot of stuff in this vehicle status screen. Here's your overview of your vehicle. Tires and brakes. There's your PSI, brake pad life, fluids. Here's your temperature readings, and here's where you can reset your trip. It's pretty responsive. Here's all kind of your options. Here's your off-road. You do have Baja. Here's your pitch and roll, tire pressure. Overlanding gives you a compass and your elevation, as well as a quick button to your cameras. So that's nice as well. If you wanted to keep it on that screen, you could get to your cameras pretty quick. Coming through here, we do have a lot of piano black for the physical buttons. We'll show fingerprints over time. Heated seats, ventilated seats. Standard climate control there. It is dual zone. To have pretty large vents in the front and rear locker. What you get in the ZR2, auto start stop, lane keep assist, auxiliary switch, and then your button that puts down all the windows. USB-C, USB-A, wireless charging. Here's your four-wheel drive options: 2 high, 4 low, 4 high, and auto. Parking brake, and there is your gear select. Cup holders, you have 2 with the phone slot in the middle. Real quick, let's go through and toggle the off-road modes. So it's really just here, you just click this to the right. Off-road, tow haul, terrain, Baja, back to normal, with some cool graphics in there. Let's check out the center console. This is a mid-sized truck, so it's not huge, but you do get this removable tray, and then that goes pretty deep in there. That does have a standard household plug-in as well. Put that back. You do have 2 cup holders on the back of the console with another phone holder here. And then this one does come with the sunroof option, which is always cool to have. and there's your sunroof controls. Now let's hop in the back. Starting in the back, similar, got hard plastic on the door, same trim throughout the back. You do just have one small cup holder here, and then your window control. This does have the pocket in the back of the seat. Rear air vents, which is always nice to see in the mid-size trucks. USB-C, USB-A charger, and then you can see down here is another household charger. This one has the 2 more cup holders there. Manual rear window. And then we do got a handle here. Let's check out the space. It's a little hard to get into with no side steps. So this seat is actually almost all the way back. Do have a little bit of room. If I were to set this to my standards, my current settings, you know, I'd probably have a couple inches back here. I am 5'11". For reference, I have had a rear-facing car seat in the back, and it fits just fine. And for my wife to have plenty of legroom up front. Then here's a view from the back seat. We are off. Colorado ZR2. Put my phone here, glasses here, got my wallet in the door. Another little compartment here. Let's go for a drive. So first off, this 2.7 liter 4-cylinder Turbo Max engine has good power for what it is. Great torque, feels like a diesel. Pretty good turning radius. Yep. In my opinion, this Colorado ZR2 is probably the best trim of the 2025 Colorados, in my opinion, just because you know, it's not as beefy as the Bison. It's a lot less expensive than the Bison, but you still get the good ground clearance, the Multimatic DSSV suspension, which I think is a game changer. Even on this gravel road here, it's so smooth. I can't emphasize that enough. The how well it dampens all the little bumps. It's crazy. Let's check out the acceleration up this hill. Pretty good, pretty impressive actually for what this engine is. This truck feels a lot quicker than the Bison I reviewed. You know, not as much weight, smaller tires. You know, I could see myself driving this every day. The truck does feel wide for a midsize. And I feel like I'm sitting up pretty tall, which, you know, I always like. Take a right, let's listen to the blinker. Yeah, it's really fun to drive. Whips around, handles well. Not much play in the steering, as you can see here. You know, it's all very tight. The engine is quiet. Some people might like that, some people may not. But I don't mind it, to be honest. Let's head back down the hill here. Very maneuverable. You know, it feels wide, like I said, but you know, the steering, parking this thing, especially around town, should be pretty easy compared to a full size. You know, but it has all the benefits of a mid-size truck. Yet it kind of feels like, you know, you kind of still feel like you're driving a aggressive, mean-looking vehicle. really fun to drive, actually. I love the torque in this thing. You know, this engine I think is perfect for the size and weight of this vehicle. Visibility is decent. You do have that hump in the hood there, which takes away some visibility, but overall not terrible. Let me know what you all think of the Chevy Colorado ZR2. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.